inside the H&PE Arena. It's the season finale. That's the Southern Jaguars travel down I-10 into Houston, Texas to go face-to-face with the Fighting Tigers of Texas Southern University. Nick Strong alongside Akeel Williams, Marcus Smith on the sidelines tonight. Akeel has been a tale of tales. The Tigers enter the SWAC tournament next week, #1 seed.
#1 seed, and this is a tricky game for the Tigers because they already have the #1 seed locked up. So how do you approach this game? Do you play your regular Tiger ball like you did all season long, going 110%, or do you try to not get hurt and conserve your minutes and save your energy?
Starting five for the Tigers: Zach Lofton, Kevin Scott, Jalen McLeod, Marvin Jones, and DeMontre Jefferson. LaQuinn Collins, Jared Sams, Traylon Branks, Sean Perdome, and Chris Thomas for the Jaguars. Tigers come into this contest 19-11, 15-2 in SWAC play, led by head coach Mike Davis. Quickly bat out of bounds by the Jaguars. Tigers have 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Tigers going from left to right. Look out for the alley-oop right here. DeMontre Jefferson gives it up top for Zach Lofton. Lofton with the no-look pass. Jefferson shoots it from outside. Sit down crowd. That's a three. Let's get quickly into our starting lineups. Let's get quickly into the keys to victory, Akeel. What are your keys to victory there for Southern University?
Well, you got to crash the glass. You out-rebounded the Tigers 40-30 the first meeting when they played early in the season. And get second chance points. You have to out-hustle the team of the TSU Tigers and do not foul. Do not commit fouls. You sent the Tigers to the free throw line 38 times and they made 33 of those shots that last meeting.
On the other side of the basketball, the Tigers, they lead this. What are some of their keys to victory here tonight? Who is their key player?
Well, their key player right now, you got to have Jalen McLeod. Jalen McLeod was off the bench last meeting, but you've seen the last 4 to 5 games of Jalen McLeod. He's become my favorite player of this team. He came off that bench, and he's playing Jalen McLeod basketball that Mike Davis have seen when he recruited him. But they cannot let up. They cannot let up on O. Do not let up in this game. Just because you got the #1 seed locked up, do not let up.
Tigers 5, Jaguars 0. Tigers won the last meeting in Baton Rouge 82-74. Tigers trailed at the half 33-30. Came back with a 9-point lead or a 9-point difference in the second half. Traylon Banks into the lane, misses it. And Chris Thomas tried to go up strong, but Marvin Jones just too big. And last touch out of bounds by the Tigers. Let's go live over to Marcus Smith on the sidelines.
I was talking to Coach Donnie Marsh, assistant coach for the Texas Southern Tigers, earlier before the game. And although they won the SWAC championship for the regular season yesterday, he said this game is still a must-win. There's no let-up. They have the SWAC tournament next week, and they don't want to give any team an idea, an inkling that they might be able to beat the Texas Southern Tigers. So you're going to see them still playing all out. As you see Marvin Jones dunk right there. So Nick and Akeel, everything looks to be like it's going according to schedule. Back to you guys.
Marvin Jones putting it home with the big slam here to start things off. And I don't know, that may have been a goaltend right there. The rest may have missed that one, but they'll give him 2 points instead. Kevin Scott inside. Lofton shoots it. Cold as Minnesota. I love it. Quick steal here by the Tigers.
Watch out.
Zach Lofton. And I thought it was showtime. Would have been nice if he could have put it off the glass for little DeMontre Jefferson. And we know he can get up there and bring it and finish.
Oh, we know. And, Nick, another thing I want to point out that it's kind of cliche saying when the season goes along, you can say any team is different from what they was beginning of the season. But, Nick, you can honestly sit here and say that this is a totally different TSU team from what the Southern Jaguars seen early in the season in January.
Zach Lofton scored 22 points to lead all scorers in that contest. He shot 14 for 15 from the line. So far, he's 0 for 1 from the line tonight. Misses both. Quick substitution for the Jags. It's Jamarcus Weatherspoon stepping into the contest. As Traylon Banks drives into the lane, 10-4, Tigers lead by 6. Jefferson on the season, averaging 14.1 points a game. As Marvin Jones couldn't hang on to it. Got a chance to see Southern a couple of times this year. And they're a good shooting ball club. They shoot it just as good as anybody else in the conference. They're shooting at 44%.
Yeah, Southern's a team that going down tournament time, this is a very tricky team. They may not be a top 2 seed in the SWAC this season going to the tournament, but this is a very good team, and they can turn it on at any given moment.
Stephen Bennett checked into the contest for the Tigers as Jalen McLeod sets up another deuce for the Tigers. And last touched by the Jaguars. DeMontre Jefferson. And Trey whistled for a traveling violation, actually a carrying violation. Timeout on the floor. Tigers off to an early start here. They lead 12-4. You're watching Fighting Tiger basketball only on the TSU Sports Network.
Big win. And you can see right now in the first 5 minutes, obviously, they don't care if they have the number 1 seed. They're going to keep playing Tiger basketball, what they've been accustomed to playing all season long. So the number 1 seed do not mean nothing to them at all.
Quickly finger rolled in by Chris Thomas. Can't drill it in. And Jalen McLeod looks for Jefferson. Yes.
Great pass. Great pass to thread the needle to Trey Jefferson in the baseline for the open splash.
Southern failed to the Panthers of Prairie View A&M last game. They lost 70-64. Leading go-getter in that contest was Sean Perdome and Jared Sam, each with 15 points. Jared Sam at the free throw line was 9 for 10. So the free throw line right now is Jamarcus Weatherspoon. He actually shot 2 for 2 from the charity stripe last game. Couldn't get it to fall right there.
And you see right now already the balance scoring with TSU. Trey Jefferson was 6, 2 for 2 shooting. Both shots was threes. You got to like TSU so far right now in the first 5 minutes of this game.
Kevin Scott trying to put a move on Perdone. Last touch out of bounds by the Southern Jaguars. It will be Texas Southern ball under their own rim. As Trey Jefferson inbounds. Looks for McLeod in the corner. Lofton uses the pick from Bennett. Kevin Scott couldn't hang on to it. He just lost it.
Doing a lot in that possession. Nothing was accomplished in that possession. You seen the ball moving around a lot, but you did not see no shots going up except the shot that Zach Lofton missed on the baseline.
Traylon Banks, a senior, had 5 assists, 10 points in their last contest versus Prairie View. Here's Perdone. Tried to bank it off the glass. And Kevin Scott gets a piece of Chris Thomas there. And we heard that all the way over here.
We heard it through our headphones. That was a hard slap. I ain't want to be under that paint.
Chris Thomas to the charity stripe, shooting 61% of the season. We go live down to Marcus Smith on the sidelines.
Over the last break, Coach Davis loved what he was seeing from the Tigers offensively. He wanted them to continue to use their size, utilize that efficiently, and get a shot inside. Before Zach Lofton's missed, they were 5 for 5 perfect from the field out there as they have this big lead. So it's something that they want to see more of. Like I said before, this is a must-win game. You can tell by the intensity of the Tigers today. Nick and Akil, back to you guys.
The score is now 15-5, and a lot of intensity here tonight. Tigers already have the #1 seed locked in the bag, but they like to have a little momentum going into that first-round game Tuesday night.
Want to have momentum. You want to keep that energy up, keep the confidence up if you're TSU. So I don't blame them still going hard and still playing your regular guys with the regular minutes in this first half thus far.
You talked about the game Thursday night versus Alcorn State, 94-88. That game went into overtime. It was a dandy here in the H&P Arena.
That's the best game I've seen in a long time in this HP&E Arena with with something on the line as of the regular season championship. TSU, that looked like a conference finals game 7. Crowd was into it. You seen technical fouls, hard play by both teams. It was just great basketball all around.
Great shot there by none other Tyree Bynum coming off the bench in his senior day here at Texas Southern. And Traylon Banks to answer. Tigers still lead it by 10. Excuse me, by 8. 18-10.
And you know there's something to look forward to in this matchup. Sean Pudum, along with Zach Lofton, is battled for scoring title in the SWAC. 1 and 2. Zach Lofton right now is averaging 19 points per game, and Prudhom's averaging right now 18.5. So look for them two probably go in the scoring battle later on in this matchup.
Marvin Jones has it top of the key. Lofton creates the shot. And great job by Marvin Jones to come away with the offensive rebound. And that's going to be an official's timeout. I don't think the shot clock got a chance to start over. They're going to put 27 seconds left on the shot clock. $12.5 left to go here in the first half. Kevin Scott tried the reversal and not good enough.
Try to put a little English on that reverse layup. Showtime.
And as you see, he did not hang on to the rim tonight.
You see, he did that on purpose. Let go, did the Carmelo Anthony dunk.
Perdome. Perdome from Beaumont, Texas. Bynum lets it fly. In and out. Media timeout on the floor as Kevin Scott gets a quick foul. 20-12, your score. Fighting Tigers lead it by 8. We'll be right back. You're watching Fighting Tiger basketball only on the TSU Sports Network. TSU has claimed the league title in 5 straight seasons, dating all the way back to 2012-2013. Head coach Mike Davis really making an impact here at Texas Southern.
No, he's the best coach in all of SWAC basketball, but he's the best coach in my eyes in all of HBCU basketball. He's done a marvelous job ever since he took place on TSU's campus and made an impact ever since. Great job by Coach Mike Davis year in and year out.
Head coach Mike Davis reached 300 career victories last season. He's been to the NCAA tournament. Has been to the championship game. Has won conference titles in 3 different conferences.
Great.
Great job there by Marvin Jones to block the shot of Rashad Andrews. Here's Perdome. And Perdome just can't put it inside the bucket. Trey Jefferson. Lamont Walker into the contest for the Tigers. Akil, what are some of the adjustments you like early on here for the Tigers to make?
Well, right now, I like for them to keep playing the same ball they playing right now. They have an 8-point lead for a reason. They keep playing great basketball, but they have to stop Southern from getting a second chance points. I talked about that earlier when the game first started. The second chance points will be crucial for the Southern Jaguars, and it's playing a factor right now. They gotta stop letting Southern get offensive rebounds because they have 5 offensive rebounds already in the first 10 minutes of this first half.
Here's Jefferson. In and out. Tigers lead by 5. Here's Traylon Banks. And Banks over the hands of Marvin Jones.
That's a great photo by a veteran in this conference. Traylon Banks, a senior, one of the best point guards that I've seen in the SWAC in the past couple of years.
Southern Jags head coach Roman Banks. Assistants Morris Scott, Rodney Kirshner, Pedro Cipriano, Jethro Hillman, former Texas Southern assistant coach, and Ryan Price. Lamont Walker grabbing some offensive boards. Zach Lofton let it fly. Southern with a chance to tie it right here. Perdome inside to Weatherspoon. And he calls a quick foul. Head coach Mike Davis letting the referees know you got to call it both ways.
You got to call it both ways. I mean, you know, that's all in basketball. You don't want to see one team get all the calls, other team don't, regardless of who you're going for in the game. You want to see an evenly matched game, but you have to think about it. Being a referee is tough. That only the naked eye can see, and I know that from refereeing through YMCA.
Jamarcus Weatherspoon shooting 70% before stepping into tonight's contest. Free throw is up, free throw is good. 20-19. Tigers have a 1-point lead. Jaguars have came all the way back from a 10-point deficit. There's Jones. Jones backed down his defender and drew the foul on number 2, Emmanuel Shepard, the junior from Toronto, Canada.
And you love to see that from Marvin Jones, demanding the ball inside the post on the block, bodying his player, trying to get the jump hook and causing the foul. Great move by Marvin Jones.
And Marvin Jones hits the first free throw. Marvin Jones, not a bad free throw shooter, Akil, shooting 79% on the season.
And that's part of the reason why TSU is the best team when it comes to free throw percentages. They number one for a reason, shooting over 75%. Mike Davis preaches that all the time because last season, last couple of years, they wasn't the very best at free throw shooting.
Almost a quick steal there by the Tigers. As Perdome and Ganaway plays keep away at the top of the key. Here's Weatherspoon. And Weatherspoon uses the window. A quick hand check foul. It's going to go against number 2, Emmanuel Shepard, his second.
And you see TSU right now. At times you see Zach Lofton playing the point guard position, bring the ball up the court. Before Trey Jefferson came on the ride to the team, you've seen the ball go into Zach Lofton's hands a lot of times.
Southern with a chance to take the lead here on this possession. Weatherspoon loses it, picks it back up, and puts it in the bucket for 2. Could potentially be a championship matchup right here at the SWAC tournament. Here's Perdome. Buckets.
And we talked about that earlier. Perdome, number 2 scorer in the SWAC for a reason. He can light it up, and once he lights it up, look out for the opposing team.
17.9 points per game, shooting 39% from outside the arc. Tigers need an answer here. And instead they get a foul on the big man, number 2, Emmanuel Shepard. That's his third. And our third media timeout here at the H&P Arena. We'll be right back. You're watching Fighting Tiger Basketball on the TSU Sports Network.
This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation, making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Think.
Question.
Cut.
Compare.
Learn something new.
Debunk something old.
Hit a wall.
And think again.
Model.
Plan. Spin.
Discard.
Now breathe. And keep going.
Work till it's late.
Then early.
Then late again. Smile.
Laugh.
Rest.
Regroup.
Use technology.
Use your hands.
Use everything you've got.
That's what it takes.
Let's take a look at this replay right here, Keel, as the Southern Jaguars just couldn't get it past big man Marvin Jones.
Couldn't get past about a big man, Marvin Jones, a.k.a. Stress, like I call him. 7'1", but he look like he's 7'6" with the arm, with them arms straight in the air.
26-22, and the Tigers trail by 4 here. Here's McLeod. Lets it fly. Buckets. 26-25, and the Tigers bring the lead to within 1.
And already Jalen McLeod has more points in this game than he did all game long against Southern the first time around.
Here's Perdome. Perdome into the lane. Perdome couldn't get his own rebound as Lamont Walker did, though. He sees something. Jefferson sees something. And he'll reset this offense here. Zach Lofton going baseline. And Zach Lofton slams it home. Let's go live to Marcus Smith on the sidelines.
Over the break, Coach Davis was talking about one thing. You saw them have an early lead early in the first half, but Southern has came back and took the lead before that Zach Lofton dunk. He said they're playing at a different level. If you want to compete, you can't worry about last game. They had an early lead and then took their foot off the gas a little bit. Now he wants them to continue to play. If you're really going to be champions, the second game is where you prove it. Not in the game before. It's the second game. Nick, Akil, back to you guys. We'll see what they have to do in the second half.
Marcus Smith, student here at Texas Southern University. Zach Lofton, pick set by Bennett. And Bennett trying to get big. And Bennett is whistled for a traveling violation.
I think when he went to the pump fake, he kind of moved his pivot foot just a tad bit so he can get the easy layup after the pump fake. Stephen Bennett got to know better than that.
Coach Davis said it's not the game, it's the second game.
So it's the second game, second time around with Southern against TSU. Even though they beat them last time, the second game is just as important.
Just about 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Jefferson guarded by the 2 biggest men on the floor. McLeod shoots it. Oh my goodness. Buckets! 30-26, and McLeod had to recreate his shot.
Wow. Great shot by Jalen McLeod, the acrobatic shot.
Here's Lofton. He pulls up. In and out. Zach Lofton and Sean Perdome having a couple of words. As they say in the pros, it's getting a little chippy out here.
Getting a little chippy. Perdome got to know better than that. Had to be smarter. You're putting your team in a bind right now in this position. We all know this TSU Southern, this is a rivalry. This has been a rivalry for the past 2-3 seasons. Perdome knows better than that. He's a leader on this, one of the leaders on this team. He has no better. Don't get in the head of Zach Lofton or of any of the guys on the Tigers.
Referees are going to talk about it. They're going to take a look at that situation, and they'll actually get a real good look. From what I saw, Perdome and Lofton standing right next to each other, actually facing each other. Lofton was kind of conceding whatever Perdome was doing. Coach Davis made the officials aware, and it was Perdome who was the aggravator in that situation from what I saw.
And that was smart because we both know how Zach Lofton is. We do not want him to get in no technical foul because when he's angry, he's angry. You don't want to see him get mad at all. Him and Perdome, you know, a technical foul exactly. You do not want to see him and Perdome, but that's a good image right there. You got the two best scorers in all of SWAC basketball, Perdome and Zach Lofton. Things getting a little bit chippy, but hey, it's basketball. It's a rivalry game. They know, Southern knows that they might see this team in the SWAC championship or in the semifinals.
Let's see what the call is. They're going to give a foul to Perdome. And they're going to give the foul to Perdome, his second of the evening so far. Perdome's going to have to take a seat, and head coach Roman Banks sits him down.
I think it's smart. You have 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in this first half before you go to halftime. You're down 4. Perdome, you do not want to see him get into another foul because he's already kind of heated right now. Let him cool off and let him go into halftime. Let him cool himself off.
What Tiger impresses you the most here early on here?
I'm like a Jalen McLeod. Jalen McLeod, like I said, he already has more points than he had the first time around against Southern. And Jalen McLeod is making himself a presence on this TSU team these last month.
Lamont Walker lays down the three from outside the arc. Extends the lead to 7 for the Tigers. Here's Sam. And Sam over Stephen Bennett. Trey Jefferson calls the play. Media timeout coming up real soon as McLeod creates his own shot. And Lamont Walker tried to bring the offensive rebound. It was out of bounds, last touch by Lamont Walker. And that'll send this contest to the next media timeout. 33-28, Tigers lead it by 5. We'll be right back. You're watching Fighting Tiger Basketball, only on the TSU Sports Network.
My name is Zach. My mom works, so I ride Metro's 52 to school every day. I'm the drum major for Cashmere High School's Thunder Soul Marching Band. Every time I hit the field, it's like a dream. I just feed off the energy. But my real dream is to go from the Thunder Soul to the Ocean of Soul at TSU. And Metro's gonna take me there. I'm Zach, and this is my Metro.
People who make the right moves, A Rocket Move.
Welcome back to Fighting Tiger Basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. 33-28, Tigers lead it. Let's take a look at this replay right here, Akil. DeMontre Jefferson just running through the crowd, making some good passes, looking for Zach Lofton.
And Zach Lofton gone around. No technical foul on that one. Thank goodness from that. Trey Jefferson off the screen on that play. And I was assuming that was the play that he gave the jump shot to Jalen McLeod.
Traylon Banks in his last year here at Southern University. I remember he was a freshman. Tried to kiss it off the glass, and Jalen McLeod thought he touched all ball, but he got a little bit of the wrist there. To the free throw line is number 4, Chris Thomas, shooting 61% on the season.
So if I'm not mistaken, you're looking at the live stream, right now. If you're not at the H&P Arena, listen to on the live stream. We see a compliment for you. What does that say right there? Enjoy your last broadcast of regular season, Nicholas Strong. You're an amazing asset to the Texas TSU Sports Network broadcast, and you are, my man. Great asset.
Thank you.
Not my words. It's the comments. It's the comments on YouTube.
It's all good. Thank you to everybody out there watching and listening in internet land. Trey Jefferson making a move into the lane. I thought he was going to put it in off the shoestring. 33-30. He'll go to the free throw line to try to extend this lead to 5. I am a product of the School of Communication. You will be one day as well. Marcus Smith will be in about a couple of months here. Is it May 15th? What's the? I know you know the exact date.
For all the listeners out there, May 13th, all the viewers, May 13th, 2017. Me personally, I'll be in this very arena, the H&P Arena, about 7:30 a.m. The ceremony doesn't start till about 9. Don't meet me there, meet me there.
I just want to know how Marcus. What is he going to do once his name's going to be called at graduation? I wonder what you're going to. Are you going to do like a Cali walk, a Cali dance or something?
Well, you know me. I have to go with my government name, full name, Marcus Terrell Smith. That's what they're gonna have to call. And I might do what I did in high school. I might just throw my power fist up, something simple.
Only at Texas Southern University. My main man, Marcus Smith, Akil Williams, both students here at Texas Southern. More students on the floor here at Texas Southern like DeMontre Jefferson, Jalen McLeod, Zach Lofton. And he stepped out of bounds there. Some students with big feet. And Zach Lofton just stepped out of bounds by an inch.
I'm a victim of that size 12 to be exact. I know their pain.
Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. I graduated twice from here, guys. You guys got some work to do. Just saying. Undergrad and masters. LaQuentin Collins, left side to Thomas. Thomas creates the shot, and Thomas puts it inside the bucket. Tigers lead by 1.
Last minute and a half is very crucial for TSU in this possession. These last minutes and a half, they have to find a way to get going, get some scoring, so they can go into halftime with a bigger lead.
Lamont Walker passed up on the shot, and he's going to need a sub as his ankle he felt it. Going to have to call a timeout. Lamont Walker is going to have to get some help off the court. As our head trainer, Aaron Hassler, gets over to help him out. Lamont Walker, the junior from Chicago, Illinois. Tigers down one player, Akil. That's probably going to give Eric Washington a little bit more playing time at the end.
You might see, or you might, don't be surprised, it goes small in the depth as well. You might see Delaney Robinson get in. Lamont Walker was a guy that gave a lot of hustle, a lot of tenacity to this team. Hopefully the injury's not serious. You don't want to see anybody go down any team
DeMontre Jefferson swings it around to Lofton. Bennett into the lane. Bennett creates the shot and did it just for Tammy Hawkins. 37-36, the Tigers lead by 1. Here's Collins. He answers.
Got to give credit where credit's due. That was a good jab step to get Jalen McCloud going the opposite way of him, go behind that screen, knock down the three-point shot on the wing.
Tigers with a chance to tie on this possession. It's real loud in here. Southern fans and Tiger fans. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left here in the contest. Traylon Banks working on Jefferson. Here's Collins. 4, 3, 2, and out of bounds. There's some time left on the clock. Less than a minute. Southern's going to take a quick timeout here with 0.2 of a second. The only thing he has a chance at is a tip in. You can't catch and shoot with 0.2 seconds. You've got to throw it to the basket and touch it as it's already going inside the basket.
If you're going to touch up a play, and we look at the replay right now, Zach Lofton getting this man in the air. Jalen McCloud with the acrobatic three-point shot, player to have. Jalen McCloud, like I said, is a great player. 10 points in this first half. He made himself an impact on this TSU team these last couple of months. But you got 2:10 left on the clock. You have to drop a heck of a play if you're going to try to get the ball to tip in, because Marvin Jones is, and you got Stephen Bennett to protect the rim, so it's going to be very, very hard to get a tip in. You see Marvin Jones going to be guarding inbound.
Two-tenths of a second. Let's see what Coach Roman Banks draws up. And Jared Sam didn't have enough time to put up that shot. 39-37 to kill. The Jaguars take the lead going into the locker room. But the Tigers are still sitting in good pace here.
Sitting in good pace. The Tigers, you know, they right now only down 2. You can't be mad at what's going on with the Tigers. You can't get mad at all. Southern right now is just playing better basketball in the first. It's really a seesaw battle. TSU was down like this against Alcorn State, but look for the Tigers to make some adjustments at halftime and get it back going into motion in the second half.
On the other side of the basketball, the Southern Jaguars lead by 2. What do some of the Jaguars?
Uptown Diamond offers an experience like no other. From the 100% customization to the true lifetime guarantee, we identify the traditional 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. But capture is something only Uptown Diamond provides. Capture is a diamond's intangible ability to accurately reflect you and the special person receiving your custom jewelry. You've captured her heart. Now, take her breath away. Uptown Diamond offers an experience like no other. From the 100% customization to the true lifetime guarantee, we identify the traditional 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. But capture is something only Uptown Diamond provides. Capture is a diamond's intangible ability to accurately reflect you and the special person receiving your custom jewelry. You've captured her heart. Now, take her breath away. Uptown Diamond offers an experience like no other. From the 100% customization to the true lifetime guarantee, we identify the traditional 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. But capture is something only Uptown Diamond provides. Capture is a diamond's intangible ability to accurately reflect you and the special person receiving your custom jewelry. You've captured her heart. Now, take her breath away.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on TSU Sports Network. I'm Marcus Smith. I'm sitting down with Texas Southern University women's soccer head coach, Catherine Saunders. Coach Saunders, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Well, first off, before we get into the soccer team, have you had a chance to enjoy this game so far?
It's been a great game. The boys always bring a good competition to the court, and it's always exciting to support both the men's and women's basketball team.
Let's talk about your players. Wrapping up the season, just tell the viewers and listeners how we ended up.
We had a really good season, best season in program history, in the school's history of soccer, and so we're really proud of that. We finished 11-6-1. We had a tie with Howard, kind of like the women's basketball team. So we went into the tournament sitting in second, and we, for the first time in program history, had a win in the tournament, beating PV. And winning, going on to the second round. So it was a solid season that we're really excited to build on.
You know, Coach, I was around during that season last year. It was a remarkable season led by very mature, very responsible 5 seniors. As a total, we lost 8 players. Just talk about how we're going to regroup getting into next season.
Yeah, it's always hard to lose the leadership. That's probably the number one thing. This was such a great class. They had a very trying time here, and they really bought into what we asked them to do. And that's really the reason we had success this year, was just because they came in and they really worked hard, and they bought into what we were asking them to do. So kudos to them. They definitely left the program better than they found it, and that's all you can ask of a senior class.
You know, as one class goes out, the next class comes in. So let's talk about the recruitment process. How's the offseason been going for you so far?
Thus far, we've signed 6 incoming freshmen. We'll probably look to sign 1 or 2 more and bring in a total of probably 8 to 9. And it's really just an exciting time. This class comes from all over. We have 1 from Canada, a few from out of state, California, Ohio, New Jersey areas, and then also a few from Texas. So we're really excited about them. It's a good group of girls. They're just solid women on the court and on the field, and so we were just really excited to have them in. And on top of that, I think they're really going to challenge players, but also step into some of those leadership roles right away that we're really excited about.
Coach, ever since you took over as the head coach of the soccer program, we've seen this program steadily rise each and every year. And I saw you up and down the Tiger Walk, just giving some of the players and their parents a tour of TSU. What are some of the things you tell them to give them that maroon and gray pride as they make their decision to come and play here?
I'm really proud to be here, so I think that in turn kind of translates over for them. But I really believe we're in a trying time here in our society, in our culture, and I just put out there this is an opportunity to change what we see and start an ignition of what we want our world and our country to look like. And so I think that in itself is kind of where we start. And TSU is such a great place to do it. You're in such a diverse city. We have so many different things going on here that can benefit just about anybody. And so that's not hard to sell. Then you bring in the idea that our girls have bought into what we're doing. They respect, they might not always agree, but they try to follow what we're asking them to do. And so the players start to see that, parents start to see that, they get engaged with that sort of thing. And like I said, at the end of the day, the program and what the team has done sells itself. I just get to be the one that kind of facilitates it all.
You pretty much have the best job out of everybody. So, Coach, one last question. Looking forward to next season. We've amassed the heights of a 10-plus win season. We won a playoff game. What's the next step for the Lady Tigers in the soccer world?
I think for us, it's just a process, and it's a continual process of building people with character. I think if we build people with character, the results will come. Yes, we want to win championships. I would love for our team and our city and our school to have another championship. But like I said, it's all about putting in the
Catherine Saunders, Lady Tigers women's soccer coach. Coach, thank you for your time today. Enjoy the rest of the second half.
We will. Go Tigers.
And just like that, we will be on break.
Welcome back to the H&PE Arena. It's the Tigers 37, Akil, and the Jaguars 39. Jaguars lead it by 2. What are some of the things that stood out to you there in the first half?
Well, I think right now I like to play Jalen McLeod right now, 4 for 6, 2 for 3 shooting. Like I said, he made himself a significant role on this TSU team the past couple of months. And I like how they shoot 54% as opposed to Southern's 15 for 33 going 45%. So TSU, like I said, they're down 2 points, but they still have a lot of time left. They're going to make some halftime adjustments. Coach Mike Davis is known for that. So look for TSU to come out strong in the second half.
Traylon Banks and the Jaguars start things off here in the second half. Tigers have already clinched the first round, or a number 1 seed rather, in the SWAC tournament. They'll host a game here Tuesday night. The Lady Tigers will host Prairie View here Tuesday night.
And TSU play the winner of the Pine Bluff and Valley game.
Valley game, exactly.
That's very big.
And let's see if Marcus can find a score on that Pine Bluff Valley game right now. 39-37. Tigers going from right to left on your computer screen. Lofton with 6 on the shot clock. Creates his own shot. Rebound Jones, loose ball. Here comes Banks. Trey Jefferson with the key steal. Jefferson, count it. 39-39.
Great hustle from Trey Jefferson.
Trey Jefferson finishes the shot. Great job of him to attack the basket on that and get the foul.
The man's so relentless. They list him at 5'9", but I think he's 5'6". But he plays like he's 6'5".
You're being nice about it.
Oh man, Trey, he's just so relentless. He played like a dog game in and game out. Got a little bit of a underdog role to him.
Trey Jefferson, the redshirt freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We have an update from Pine Bluff, and Valley defeats Pine Bluff.
What's expected? I had a feeling. What was in the score that was?
88-77.
Valley can score. I wasn't surprised at all. Valley can score. You got Marcus Romaine, Isaac Williams, and that'll be a tough little battle for TSU in the first round.
Well, not to mention, Coach Payne had to win out pretty much, and he won his last 2 games on the road and then defeated Pine Bluff tonight. So great job by the Delta Devils to get in the slide, to squeak into the tournament
Congratulations to the Delta Devils, because all season long I've always been hard on Delta Devils when it came to football season. But in basketball, they never disappoint. Great job from the Delta Devils.
41-40. And Trey Jefferson with 11 points here as he leads the TSU scores. Running a stacked up offense here as Jalen McLeod gets it off to Lofton. Lofton driving to the lane, and Lofton finishes.
Great move. Great acrobatic move from Zach Lofton to finish with the easy layup.
Tigers take the lead here. What are some of the things you think Mike Davis told his team inside the locker room?
Oh, don't panic. You was only down 2 going to halftime. Now you're up 1. Don't panic at all. Make halftime adjustment. You're playing good basketball right now. Just don't make silly fouls. I'm pretty sure that's probably what all he said. And make smarter decisions on the opposite side of the ball.
McLeod to Scott. Scott with the flush.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Head coach Roman Banks playing for seeding at the SWAC tournament. 10-7 in SWAC. Grambling State 9-8. Grambling with a shot to tie Southern. Not sure how that tiebreaker goes. Jackson State also at 9-8. Prairie View also at 9-8.
Watch out for Jackson State too in the playoffs. They got to the championship last season with a magical run. Watch out for Jackson State, and a good surprising year from Grambling State as well.
Jefferson shoots the wide open 3. And here's Perdome trying to finish. Perdome can't bring home the reversal. Jefferson looks for Lofton, and Lofton gets it back. And a quick foul on Jared Sam as Lofton tried to create something. It's going to be a good matchup Tuesday night. Lady Tigers against Prairie View, their arch rival. And Valley looking good here. They're on a 3-game winning streak.
3-game winning streak. It's tough to play. It's tough to win in TSU, but Valley with their scoring ability. Look for both of those matches with the Lady Tigers against the Lady Panthers in their rivalry matchup, but also look for this battle-tested Tigers against Mississippi Valley State Devils.
Valleys took the win down in Itabena the first round. Tigers came back the second round and took the victory, but it was a hard-fought victory. Valley had to lead big at one point in time.
Yes, they did. You think about it, look at Marcus Romaine and Isaac Williams. Them 2 guys could probably give some trouble for TSU, but the way TSU is going right now, that first time TSU played Valley, as you see them make a jump shot to tie the game, was a whole entire different TSU team. The growth and maturity of Trey Jefferson leading this team, being that floor general, being the best point guard in the SWAC this season, and the player Zach Lofton and Jalen McLeod too. So that's going to be a good matchup come Tuesday.
I'll be anxious to see what Marcus Smith is going to wear into the arena that night.
Lord knows.
Kevin Scott into the lane. Kevin Scott finishes, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a free throw to complete a 3-point play. After we return here on the TSU Sports Network. 46, Jaguars 43.
Uptown Diamond offers an experience like no other. From the 100% customization to the true lifetime guarantee, we identify the traditional 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. But capture is something only Uptown Diamond provides. Capture is a diamond's intangible ability to accurately reflect you and the special person receiving your custom jewelry.
Point lead. Got to stay away from foul trouble. We know Marvin Smith has an issue with fouling out, Akil. You definitely need Marvin Jones down the stretch.
Oh, yes, most definitely. You have Marvin Jones 1 foul in his game thus far, and he's doing a great job just keeping his hands up. Hands up. He's not swiping down, and it looked like he's learned that in the progression of this season for the Tigers of not going down, just keep your hands up.
Here's Trey Jefferson. Kevin Scott puts some move on. (50-43), and the Tigers lead it by 7. The Tiger fans getting into it here, yelling defense. Traylon Banks quiets the crowd. 50-45.
Great shot from Traylon Banks, the senior leader for this Southern Jaguars team.
Trey Jefferson a little bit too anxious there. Here's Collins. Swoosh. Even the Southern fans are getting into it here.
It's going to be a great ball game down the stretch. These final 13 minutes left. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to carry the momentum? Because both, like I said, this is a seesaw battle between both the Tigers and the Jaguars. Both teams really never had momentum swing either way. It's going to be real interesting to see who will gain the momentum in the second half.
Perdome, no. We'll revisit those keys to victory in just a minute, as Marvin Jones can't bring home the slam. Perdome to Thomas, and Thomas slams it home. And just like that, the Southern Jaguars are back in this contest.
And the crowd look like they want a technical foul because we just seen that this past weekend with the last game in Alcorn when Zach Lawton got a technical foul.
Here's McLeod. Yes! Let's revisit those keys to victory, Akil.
We go for the Jaguars, crash the glass, and that's what they're doing right now. Leading the rebound category by 7 for the Jaguars. Second chance points, 7 for Southern, none for TSU. And do not foul. Do not commit silly fouls. Thus far, you sent the Tigers to seven times to the free throw line. And that's for the Tigers. Do not let up. Don't let up at all. This is a seesaw battle going either way. They haven't let up since Alcorn game. Yes, they have the number 1 seed, but they're not thinking about that. They trying to win this game because they know how important this game is. Coach Mike Davis knows how important this game is to go against the Southern Jaguars, their rival.
Media timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Tigers 55, the Southern Jaguars 50. We'll be right back. Fighting Tiger basketball only on the TSU Sports Network.
My name is Zach. My mom works, so I ride Metro's 52 to school every day. I'm the drum major for Cashmere High School's Thunder Soul Marching Band. Every time I hit the field, it's like a dream. I just feed off the energy. But my real dream is to go from the Thunder Soul to and TSU. And Metro's gonna take me there. I'm Zach, and this is my Metro.
Welcome back to Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Play will stand as called. It was a whistle for a foul. Then after the foul, it was a double technical. And they took a look to review it. And it is what it is.
You got to call it sometimes. Double technical foul on both players on each opposing team. You know, it happens. One of them intensity games with both rivals. It's going to happen.
55-50, the Tigers lead it by 5. Just under 12 minutes left to go here in the second half. You can start voting for your player of the games. Do you want Zach Lofton? Do you want Trey Jefferson? Jalen McLeod? Fans, start typing in your player of the game. Another quick media timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. You're watching Fighting Tiger basketball on the TSU Sports Network. 55-50 is your score here inside the H&P Arena. Nick Strong alongside Akil Williams and Marcus Smith roaming the sidelines. TSU Sports Network bringing you all the action tonight, doubleheader action. The Lady Tigers clinch a share of the title in the first game, Akil, and the Tigers trying to maintain their dominance going into the SWAC tournament next week.
You have the men Tigers trying to see them, trying to keep their dominance. They have the #1 seed locked up, but they trying to keep their dominance. You do not, like we said earlier, you do not want to give any other team any reason for you to say, hey, I think we could beat these guys. Keep going at every team's throat, keep going at their neck, and just play Tiger basketball like you've been playing this whole season.
Perdome and McLeod has numbers. And Trey Jefferson just couldn't reel it in. Have already got a Trey Jefferson vote tonight for player of the game. Trey Jefferson leads the votes. And out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. As we see, the call was actually switched. And it will be Jaguar basketball. Here's Perdome as he fights through Jalen McLeod's block. 55-52, and the Jaguars cut the lead to 3. Trey Jefferson. Kevin Scott faced by Perdome. Kevin Scott is just making it look easy out there.
Kevin Scott, like I said, the Tigers have at least 4 guys on this team that can give you 15 to 20 points any given night with McLeod, Kevin Scott, Zach Lofton, and Trey Jefferson. Kevin Scott is one of those 4 main guys. He's been playing lights out these past few games, should I say.
Perdome shoots the 2. 57-54. Here's McLeod. And Collins comes away with the rebound. Just about halfway through the second half here. Tigers maintaining a 3-point lead. Here's Perdome. In and out. Tigers will reset right here. Kevin Scott inside as he leaves it up top for Bennett. Jefferson shoots. Yes.
In your eye. Great shot. Great three-pointer from Trey Jefferson, making the three-pointers look so easy as a late.
Another quick foul inside the lane. That one is going to go against Jalen McLeod. Akil, what are some late adjustments that the Tigers need to make here to hold this lead?
Well, you got to take better. Just keep taking better shots. Just keep taking good shots. You know, you had the lead. We talked about the halftime adjustments that the Tigers were going to make, and they made them thus far. They being more patient. You having your scores come out with Trey Jefferson, Zach Lofton, and, you know, Kevin Scott and them guys. Just keep playing ball like you've been playing this first 11 minutes of the second half. You'll be all right.
Lofton to the lane. And Lofton is fouled. Gonna go against number 11, that's Rashad Andrews, his first personal.
Obvious call. You seen him go to the lane, drop it to the left side. You seen the guy hug on him basically when he went to the hole. Obvious call. 2 free throws for Zach Lofton.
Zach Lofton 0 for 2 from the charity stripe so far tonight. 80% free throw shoot on the year. as he misses the first, 0 for 3. Not having a good game at the charity stripe tonight. Zach Lofton does have 9 points. 3 Tigers in double figures. Zach Lofton trying to get there. Does he get there? He does. Seven-point lead for TSU. Perdone wants to shoot. He hits Ganaway instead with the left-handed jumper. Jaguars on the offensive side of the basketball and the defensive side, what are some of the things you think they need to do here in the second half to maintain or grab the victory down the stretch here?
Well, they can't make silly fouls right now. They're in the foul trouble right now with 9. So they're almost in a double bonus with one more foul. But they cannot make silly fouls like just now. So they got to watch out. Things going to get a little chippy. It's rivalry. It's a rivalry. So Southern just can't make silly mistakes down the stretch.
Zach Lofton back to the free throw line. They're the double bonus, Akil, there. You just talked about it, 10 fouls. They'll be shooting 2 from here on out.
Exactly, and that's real big. You got TSU, the best free throw shooting team in the SWAC, and foul in the bonus already with 8 minutes left, and you down 5. That can play big down the stretch because you have the best free throw shooting team going to the free throw line every single time if you foul them.
Zach Lofton on the evening, 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. More Kevin Scott, player of the game votes. And actually that's not 10 fouls, that's 9. They changed it on us.
So one more.
One more, it'd be 10. And that may count for Jamarcus Weatherspoon on the continuation. Zach Lofton with 4 fouls, and he's going to have to come out. (61-58). And a lane violation. Actually, it's going to be a foul on number 2. That's Emmanuel Shepard. He's got 4 fouls.
So now they got 10 fouls.
Now they have 10 fouls. So now they'll shoot 2 from here on out, and Marvin Jones, not a bad option at the free throw line.
Shooting over 70%, one of the best free throw shooting big men in the SWAC. Not a lot of guys you see in basketball peers shooting, heck, over 70%, period.
I see 3 votes for Kevin Scott, 1 vote for Trey Jefferson.
Can't be mad at that. Kevin Scott having a great game, great second half.
Marvin Jones misses the second. Jones, Bynum. Scott with the finish. Kevin Scott playing some great defense there. Media timeout on the floor, and they'll review one of the plays where there was a 2 or 3 for the Southern Jaguars. 64-58, and the Tigers lead it by 6. We'll be right back. You're watching Fighting Tiger basketball only on the TSU Sports Network.
I'm Percy Crusoe. If you haven't been to French's Chicken, or if it's been a while since your last visit, no place does chicken like Frenchie's. Our chicken is seasonized with our blend of Creole herbs and spices. Our side dishes include the tastiest greens and red beans and rice you'll ever put in your mouth. Try our new King Roll rotisserie chicken at our Scott Street location, come on by French's Chicken, where the taste lasts forever.
Hello, I'm Alan Helfman, Vice President of River Oaks Chrysler Jeep and Dodge. This is my friend and customer, Miss Georgia Provost. River Oaks Chrysler Jeep and Dodge has the all-new, totally redesigned Chrysler 300. River Oaks Chrysler Jeep and Dodge has the all-new, totally redesigned Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Ellen is the only car dealer I will ever buy a car from.
Come see us at Kirby and the Southwest Freeway.
Define the fabric of a team.
(64-56), Akil, and the referees wanted to review a little something. Was it a 2 or a 3? It looks as though it remained a 2 from one of the shots that the Jaguars took. 64-58 is your score here, and the Tigers are running away with it down the stretch. They've got 7.5 minutes left to go here in this contest.
Plenty of time for Southern to make a run. Plenty of time, but the only bad thing for Southern that you have TSU in a double bonus now, so from here on out, they're going to take 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Marvin Jones grabbing the rebound and just can't put it up with the second chance points. More Kevin Scott votes. And I think Kevin Scott may get player of the game so far.
By the way it's looking right now, Kevin Scott has 12 points, but what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball, the fans are watching the game. They looking at more than just the points. They seeing the tenacity, the hustle of Kevin Scott in this game.
Perdome takes the off balance. Jefferson to the lane, driving baseline, buckets.
Makes it look easy every single time he gets the ball in his hand.
Trey Jefferson has just been an amazing addition to the Tigers.
Yes.
Didn't start the season, came in non-conference, midway through non-conference season.
And that was the big talk as soon as he stepped on campus last season. When will Trey Jefferson touch the ball for the Tigers? When will he put that uniform on? And once he put the uniform on, he made an impact ever since. But the growth and maturity of Trey Jefferson was very big.
Jefferson working on Rashad Andrews. And I think Rashad Andrews knows he's in for one here. Pick set by Jones. Trey Jefferson doesn't use it. Looks for Scott. Scott to the lane. Scott with the reversal. Traylon Banks comes away with it. And even though Traylon Banks used his front elbow, Kevin Scott was whistled for the foul. Actually, they're going to give it to Jalen McLeod. His second. Marvin Jones takes a breather as Traylon Banks heads to the free throw line. His first attempt this evening. Traylon Banks, a 74% free throw shooter.
And now as you see Marvin Jones and Zach Lawton on the bench, look for them to come in probably at the 4-minute mark, the next media timeout. You might see both Zach Lawton and Marvin Jones back in the ball game to close it out.
Who are you looking at on the Tigers to close it out down the stretch?
I'm looking at Trey Jefferson. I'm looking at Trey, even though you have 4 guys, like I said, that can score the ball. They both, all 4 of them in double figures. I'm looking for Trey Jefferson to take over, but don't be surprised at all when Zach Lawton he's well rested right now. So in the last 4 minutes, don't be surprised if you see the ball go to Zach Loftus' hand.
Perdome just couldn't put it inside the bucket. Perdome shoots the three ball better than anybody on the Southern Jaguar team coming into this game at 39%. Trey Jefferson loses the basketball. And right back off the dribble was Jamarcus Weatherspoon. Head coach Mike Davis not happy with his team. And just telling the referees, you got to call it both ways. Timeout on the floor, we'll keep it right here. As the DJ gets the fans excited here in inside H&P Arena. It's been an interesting year for these fans. I mean, basketball has been a resurgence ever since Mike Davis stepped foot on this campus.
It's been a resurgence ever since he stepped foot on campus. Yes, you're right. You had the guys like Omar Strong, Eric Murray, Badarius Gibbs, guys like that to come along this program. Derek Griffin last season. The impact that Coach Mike Davis has to bring along these transfers from these schools, and now we get an instant replay on Southern side of the ball. Taking the ball down the court in the middle, dribbling. Now we got a highlight on Marcus Smith.
Oh,
Marcus Smith is on a highlight. My goodness. Oh, what a change of scenery in that. Look at the man with the suit. Great talk. Don't know what he's talking about right there. Now we get back to action. Now we see him, Jalen McLeod going down to the lane. Easy deuce, layup, acrobatic layup. Even though Jerry Sam is 7 foot tall, it was too easy for Jalen McLeod on that play. Now to get the fast break. Jalen McLeod with the ball, going down the lane, pass to the baseline. Trey Jefferson with the easy splash in the corner in front of Southern's bench. Now Traylon Banks take the ball down the court. Goes down Kevin Scott in his face. Jerry Sam lost the ball. Now you see Zach Loftus. It's showtime. Yams it in front of the H&P Arena crowd. But it's like we were talking about Mike Davis. It's good to see Mike Davis bring along these transfers from these higher schools that wasn't getting a lot of playing time, didn't like it there, or whatever the case may be. But you have to respect the recruiting process of this TSU basketball program.
Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, or second half, rather. Jalen McLeod shoots it. Bams it. Jalen McLeod gives the Tigers an 8-point lead here. More Kevin Scott player of the game votes. Stephen Bennett trying to make his case. And Jared Sam just put the junior body all over him. Just under 4 minutes left to go here. Media timeout coming up real soon. McLeod driving to the lane. And just rims in and rims out.
Surprised there's no Jalen McLeod votes for this game.
Fans, vote for your player of the game as we roll to timeout here. 69-63. Fighting Tigers leading over the Jaguars.
My name is Zach. My mom works, so I ride Metro's 52 to school every day. I'm the drum major for Cashmere High School's Thunder Soul Marching Band. Every time I hit the field, it's like a dream. I just feed off the energy. But my real dream is to go from the Thunder Soul to the Ocean of Soul at TSU. And Metro's gonna take me there. I'm Zach, and this is my Metro.
People who make the right moves, a rocket move.
Texas Southern 69, Southern U 63. And Stephen Bennett gets a vote for player of the game tonight.
Man, Stephen Bennett has some love for the fans. Stephen Bennett making his presence felt in the paint and as for the comments as well.
Jalen McLeod steps to the free throw line. And Jalen McLeod sees his first free throw tonight as he makes the bucket, shooting 86% on this season, leads the team in free throw percentage. He's got a smooth stroke.
He has a smooth stroke and a smooth game. That's why I love Jalen McLeod's game. Probably my favorite player on the team because he inserted himself in that starting lineup and he has never looked back ever since.
Bennett with the second vote. Shot is up by Jared Sam. And Sam puts it inside the bucket for two. Gonna be a good one here down the stretch, Akil. What are you telling your Tigers?
Keep up the pace, keep up the intensity. Had a couple of turnovers down the stretch the last 2 minutes, but you like the player Jalen McLeod, and right now he has the hot hand with 20 points in this ball game.
Jalen McLeod making his case for player of the contest. 20 points for Jalen McLeod, and he leads all scores. All scores. As Jared Sams goes down to the ground. Jared Sam, the junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He'll head to the free throw line. He's actually the Southern Jaguars leading free throw shooter on this team.
Surprisingly, Jared Sam, the big man, not knocking him at all because he's one of the best big men in this conference, top 2 or 3 in this conference. Been playing in this conference for the past 2-3 seasons, watching him play. And it was good that Stephen Bennett was holding his own against a guy like Jared Sam because he's a tough guy to defend.
Stephen Bennett comes out the contest and Marvin Jones steps back in. Jared Sam, and he makes it. 73-67, Tigers lead it by 6. Jalen McLeod, oh, he's gonna take it.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Fire.
He's feeling it. You take that shot that quick in this point in the game, he's feeling it. And if I'm TSU, I'm keep feeding him. Feed the hot man.
The former SGA president says, give the player of the game to Jalen McLeod from Fort Worth, Texas.
I'm not mad at that one.
And Jalen McLeod is feeling it.
If I'm Trey Jefferson right now, bring this ball down the court. Yes, you want to milk the clock and run plays, but run plays towards Jalen McLeod's side because he's feeling it right now.
Here's a pick set by Scott.
He's calling for it.
He's calling for it. He wanted it.
He was moving there right on, swinging it up and down. He wanted that ball. I don't blame him.
Trey Jefferson to the free throw line. Don't want to jinx this, but he's 4 for 4 on the night. Tigers lead it by 10. Make it 5 for 5. Tigers extend the lead to 11 here. And they're looking to move into first place, or they're in first place already, but they're looking to be out on the island all by themselves.
You gotta love TSU's play going into tournament time. Going into tournament time, right now TSU's looking very dominant, and if I'm a fan of TSU, you should be very, very confident going into tournament time with with these TSU Tigers.
I still got some player of the votes for Kevin Scott. I think he's the leading go-getter. Jalen McLeod sits behind him. You've got to set your vote, fans. Kevin Scott or Jalen McLeod? Jalen McLeod with 23 points. Kevin Scott with 12. Here's Jefferson. He shoots.
Oh, my goodness.
And he thought he was feeling it. Here's Thomas. In and out. Jaguars were held back to Baton Rouge. 10-8 in conference play. Tonight would have been their 11th victory and equaling what they did last year. Don't think it's going to happen. And Trey Jefferson tried to throw Marvin Jones the alley-oop. As Sean Perdome grabs his 4th foul.
Perdome went up on that defense saying, nuh-uh, I'm not letting Marvin Jones put me on no poster. Let me just foul him. We lost the game tonight, but I'm not letting that man Marvin Jones, a.k.a. Stretch, put me on a poster tonight.
Kevin Scott is the leading go-getter for player of the game. Another vote for Kevin Scott. (79-67). Marvin Jones trying to close it out for the Tigers. Marvin Jones knocked down a second. Tigers lead it by 13. Jones looking for Jefferson.
My goodness.
Folks, that's called showtime.
I told you this man could get up. Watching that man mixtapes, I told you that man at 5'6" can get up and rise up with the best of them. His first dunk at home, and what a way to finish it off to cap off the regular season for the Tigers.
An offensive foul. Actually, it's not going to go against the Tigers. To the free throw line is Chris Thomas. And the Tigers will walk away with 16 SWAC wins this year. Kevin Scott, player of the game. But we may have to hear from Trey Jefferson about that slam as well. Tigers win it 82-69. Akil, I've finally seen it all. I got a chance to see Trey Jefferson dunk.
I told you. I told you, the man 5'6", they let him 5'9", but the man 6', getting up like that. Rising. I don't know, people surprised. I guess because they haven't seen his mixtapes. They haven't seen him. Who says little man can't jump? Played like a big man. Great season from this guy. And it's going to lead off into the playoffs come tournament time.
Southern Jaguars just didn't have what it took tonight.
Just didn't have what it takes. They went down by 13, 82-69, but hey, they can't hang their heads at all because he's going to be the same guys they might see in a tournament time. And the Jaguars are not going to forget what happened and what took place tonight in the H&P Arena.
The Southern Jaguars will probably grab the 3 or 4 seed. The Tigers can possibly see them in the Toyota Center Thursday night or possibly actually Friday night.
Maybe so. And like I said, if you got to see Southern for a third time around the same season, don't expect Southern to come out like this losing by 13 and getting dominated in the second half.
Actually, I take that back. They'll probably see them in the semifinals on Friday night.
And it's a strong possibility.
On the other side of the basketball, the Tigers bring home the victory. We got a chance to see Trey Jefferson dunk. We got a chance to see Zach Lofton score some buckets. We got a chance to see Kevin Scott have a breakout party tonight and what he can actually do to this offensive contribution for the Tigers.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Like I said, they the top four of the top scorers on this team. They can score at any given night. Kevin Scott, it is not just his offense. His defense creates the offense.
Coach Davis looks over and gives us the nod. I think he's going to get us some rings, too.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what size ring I am, but if I get a nice ring put in the collection, that'd be my first of my many collections. I hope to get rings in the future. But, hey, great coach, great season, but they got to finish it off come tournament time.
The alma mater. Great job there by the Tigers. We'll also see the Lady Tigers cutting down the nets tonight as we took a look at those ladies win a share of the conference title tonight as well.
Most definitely. If you're a fan of both of these teams, Lady Tigers and the Men Tigers, you have to be confident for them to roll in the Toyota Center quarterfinals first, and then hopefully they can get to the Toyota Center in the semifinals.
Marcus Smith is standing by with the players of the game. Everybody wants to be a player of the game.
Marcus Smith, I'm here with the Texas Southern Tiger basketball team. Player of the game, Trey Jefferson, Jalen McCracken, and the rest of the team. Guys, let's talk about that victory today heading into the SWAC tournament. We'll start off with you, Trey.
We just wanted to finish out the year strong, knowing that last year we're finishing number one, and after clinching the conference in the same game last year, finishing the playing Southern, and they lost last year and went to the tournament into a slump. So we just wanted to finish strong and break the curse from last year.
I think what everybody wants to know is, how did you feel to get out there? Everybody saw the mixtape. We've been waiting for it all season long, but you finally got one at the end. Talk about that dunk.
I've been telling my team for the past 5 home games that I need me a dunk. They kept telling me I can't dunk no more. So tonight, me bringing the senior night, I just thought I'd put one down for the fans and for myself.
Everybody enjoyed it. I'm going to go over here to Jalen McLeod. Jalen, 23 points tonight. Talk about your performance, man. You really led the team out there for the Tigers.
Man, it's just a blessing to get my teammates to find me when I'm open, and I just happen to capitalize off of that and knock shots down.
Let's go over here to our TSU Sports Network fan player of the game, Kevin KJ Scott. We talked earlier before the game, yes, after practice. We talked about how much this game meant to come back after winning the championship to let everybody know that TSU's still here. How big was this win for you today?
It's big. It's big. It's just helping us gradually get better, and you know, we got to keep our effort up. We got to keep preparation. We got to get ready for the next game. We can't look past no one. Everybody is after us, and we know what time it is.
SWAC tournament next week. Of course, you guys are going to enjoy this one, but what's the mindset going into next week, guys?
Free gates. March 22nd, free gates. Hey, we just going to prepare and get ready, and we not looking past nobody.
For the big dance.
Trey ain't got no bounce.
Nick and Kill. Let's go. We'll get Coach Davis right next. Back to you guys for now, Nick and Kill.
You gotta love it.
How good does it feel for these Tigers to kind of celebrate, get the victory tonight?
You gotta love it.
I just gotta, from a Chicago man to a Milwaukee man, I've got to say, great job tonight, son. This is Trey Jefferson. All right, that's Trey Jefferson from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And I told the man you can dunk. I told him all season long, man, this man can get up. He didn't believe you. Yeah.
Hey, man, the man got up. The man got some hops.
He do, man. You gotta respect him, and you have to appreciate the maturity, the growth that Trey Jefferson has went through all season long. I'm gonna be honest with you. If the man scored 20 points his first few games as a Tiger, he would have took 25 shots and made like 7 of them to get 20. But as the season progressed, game in and game out, he went from 5 for 20 shooting, scoring 17 points, into 6 for 9, 23 against Alabama A&M. So you gotta respect the maturity level, the growth, because it takes a lot for a freshman to have that type of maturity level and growth as a point guard in this team.
Marvin Jones from Chicago giving me the Chicago signal. From a Chicago man to a Chicago man.
That's what it is.
Marcus Smith is going to hang out with head coach Mike Davis. He's talking with Chatterbox right now. McKeel, the Tigers going to Tuesday night. They're going to face a tough Mississippi Valley State team.
You got to remember, this Valley State team is no joke. They have the 8th seed, but hey, they split the series 1-1 in the season. Third time around, you don't think Valley going to come in and not be scared? They're not going to be scared at all, because they know what it takes to beat a team like to TSU. So come Tuesday, after that Lady Panthers and Lady Tigers matchup, you best believe that's going to be a high-scoring affair.
The Lady Tigers are cutting down the rims, they're cutting down the nets right now as they clinched a share of the SWAC tournament earlier tonight against the Southern Jaguars themselves. It's been a great night all around. Tigers, Lady Tigers, as we see Breasia McElrath get up in the rafters or get up in the net, and she brings it down. And the Ocean of Soul just taking us away. Shamaya Brooks getting her piece of the net. Marcus Smith has head coach Mike Davis. Marcus Smith has head coach Mike Davis on the sidelines. Let's get ready and go live. Over to Mike Davis.
Texas Southern head coach Mike Davis. Coach, great victory that you pulled out there. How did you do it after the subpar first half?
Well, we knew our guys would be excited about winning the championship. We knew if we get out to a slow start, but we scored the basketball really well early. That kind of threw us off a little bit, but second half we came out and we did a great job of just playing with a lot of pride, a lot of energy, a lot of toughness.
Talk about the Tigers out there, how they kept their poise out there. The Jaguars came back and attacked us a little bit, got in our face. How did the guys respond? Do you like the guys the way they responded? Do you like the guys? Do you like the way the guys responded?
You know, we got to make sure we play with our composure, though. We can't lose our composure no matter what they do to us. We can't lose our composure. We got to stay locked in. I thought we got a little jittery there a little bit, but we bounced back.
Talk about bouncing back next week, SWAC tournament time. If this wasn't the real deal, if this wasn't a sneak peek, we know what to expect next week. What are you telling the guys?
Well, just come out and play with a lot of toughness, because right now it's one and done. Whoever loses, they go home, and guys going to be fighting for their life, and we got to fight for our life.
This is the first step before the NCAA tournament. Coach, congratulations on the win today. We'll get right back at it next week, and we hope for another Tiger victory.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations, Coach. Nick and Akil, back to you guys.
There it is, Akil. Your final thoughts about tonight going into Tuesday against Mississippi Valley State.
Well, I like their chances. I like their chances that are very high. They going into the tournament as a dominant favorite, because coming into the season, they was the only team out of all conferences in NCAA that was unanimously favored in their respective conference. We looked at other conferences and said, hey, UT or Kansas in the Big 12, but there's a but factor. So with TSU in the SWAC, they are the unanimously favorite without Derek Griffin as well, and that was a big loss, and they capitalized on that, and every team is going to come to bring the Tigers their best shot.
Lady Tigers versus the Panthers of Prairie View A&M, Tuesday, 5:30. Mississippi Valley rolls into the Bayou City from Itta Bena to take on the Fighting Tigers of TSU, 7:45, Tuesday night, doubleheader atmosphere, first round of the SWAC tournament. I'd like to say thank you for everybody out there watching Internet Land tonight. From my executive producer, Jeremy Tillis, and the whole TSU Sports Network, from my sideline reporter, Marcus Smith, color announcer, Akil Williams, I'm Nick Strong, and so long from Houston, Texas, and the H&P Arena. Tigers win, Tigers win. Thank you for watching Fighting Tiger Basketball on the TSU Sports Network.